They say at WhatCulture, everyone's got a gimmick. An eel. A drink. A podcast that can be controlled. But the great ones, they use it to their advantage. They own it. They've got them right where they want them. The rest just haven't figured it out yet.
See, guys, anything's possible in the pyramid.
So, Uno!
Wait, are we not playing poker?
Well, this didn't work. Do you go back to Vegas?
Yeah?
Okay.
Welcome back to fabulous WhatCulture Mania Las Vegas. 4 nights, free entry. You'll be getting WrestleMania ups and downs live in the Luxor Hotel and Casino, and start spreading the news because we're bringing Raw and SmackDown watch parties to New York, New York. Plus, there will be even more huge announcements coming soon, so sign up and be the first to know.
Yes, anything really is possible in the pyramid.
Hello and welcome to the Raw Review. We are the Dudley Boys of WhatCulture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of Raw. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review Raw, but also SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. AW Dynamite pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a bloody good quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture.
What? A quiz?
Bloody good quiz, of course.
Bloody good quiz. Hang on. But I have to go to WrestleCulture then.
As I said, they're joined by Hamflett Sidgwick to review last night's Raw.
Sopranos where they say coos. Coos. Yeah. He bloody wishes.
What do you think of last night's Raw?
It's really good again. Just
Yeah.
a good time of year, innit? Sun's coming out. WrestleMania is on the horizon, which we now see because the sun's out. Sidge. Yeah, good Raw.
It's overcast. Am I round? Or is it overcast outside?
The weather,
Yeah.
it's all right, innit? It's quite nice today.
I think
Got
he's
the carbs out.
very obviously trying to justify why he's got shorts on.
Quite warm. Well, look, it's WrestleMania season. I could be in these from January the 1st because, like, Fed's hot again.
Is it?
Like this, I think, like this, Raw's not been rubbish for weeks. You just,
Yeah, it's God, that's not the same as hot, is
Just
it?
not seeing all the good
Not
stuff.
being rubbish for weeks
Yeah.
equals hot.
at this time of year.
SmackDown got slaughtered. Like, we're talking slaughtered in terms of the reception to it. I'm just saying, there's got to be a consensus.
Yeah, it's not a number on cage match. Jeez, great. Like, you get 2s and 10s on that thing. Like, it levels out in about 3 weeks, and sure enough, another SmackDown will be a 7. Like, because they underrated by a point or so. Like,
Okay.
was it just the main event that got slaughtered?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, they were buying bots to downvote the video. Is that?
All right, Raj Giri, f***ing hell. Anyway, let's
That's what
talk
I
about. I don't know what happened. Really, it's just any excuse to.
It's not Wednesday yet, is it?
Yeah.
Keep it
There
red
was a
brand.
great tweet yesterday. Great tweet. You know why I top?
Yes.
Basically, there was a tweet that went around. Who's the best modern giant in wrestling history? Is it the Big Show or is it the Great Khali? And Raj Giri quote tweeted it saying, unquestionably Khali, he was a legend in his own country. Then Wyatt Thorpe quote tweeted, that's how I remembered Paul White was still employed by AEW. That's excellent.
Good.
That is
That's
excellent
really good.
stuff. And I'll tell you what about Raw. The main event segment, which ultimately is the most important thing, I guess. There was like 2 big developments, one of which was long overdue, and one of which was, again, I'm going off consensus here because I don't really have much time for the Usos. Quite well performed for them. The first time in a long time they haven't felt like total caricatures or absolute clowns. So that was good, I guess. Potentially tinged with desperation, depending on how it plays out, but the aim is to see how it plays out, and I think they achieved that last night, the Fed. All that said, those 2 bits of very mild positivity. 2 segments on the show made me laugh out loud with how bad they were. Small scale, but I pissed myself laughing at 2 things on the show. So look forward to that.
Who would you go with, Big Show and Great Khali?
The thing is, right, I don't want to, I hate, cultural ignorance. Because who am I to downplay just how massive a nation India is and what the Great Khali means to them? So obviously, if you from India. He is going to be something approaching a national hero. But, you know, from my perspective, as someone who is from the United Kingdom or whatever, it's a hard one. It's harder than it would appear on the surface because Great Khali was widely considered this complete do-nothing rubbish bust. But it was almost refreshing to have someone with the same life cycle, act-wise, as Khali. He came in. On some level, that airport test, he's going to be considered a threat.
1, 2, 3, The Undertaker.
Yeah,
One foot.
See you later. A total throwback at a time when fans my age were really struggling with the idea of, well, hang on, I watched Hulk Hogan growing up, and then, oh yeah, I still love the wrestling. Oh, hang on, the wrestlers are in the main event. Bret Hart, this is good. And hang on, it's 1998 and there's tits everywhere. And I'm 13. Was this created for me? I'm thinking it was. And then they reset and go, oh, well, John Cena's here. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah.
Come on, where's my Bryan Danielson and Lance Storm? And
Universal Millennial Experience.
yeah, this is like, well,
Absolutely,
they made it for me.
Yeah.
And they turned their goddamn backs on me. So Khali was a little bit of that. I couldn't see the wood for the trees with that. But, you know, you go back and revisit it. The John Cena Khali series ruled for what it was. Khali was something to look at. And he was never pushed in that same horrendous, how is this still happening? I am so bored way of like Kane, Big Show, Henry. The Kane, Big Show, Henry trifecta of, oh my God, I cannot deal with watching these dudes a minute longer. I've got a very, very dim view of Paul White's career, honestly.
Me too. I think the bad outweighs the good by quite a
no,
sizable
no,
margin.
it's like a 95-5 ratio. Because we watched it weekly, I went dark at various points, not for long, but, you know, the odd times when I was at uni and whatever. You were a weekly, religious, never missed a week, so I dread to think of your opinion of him. I think it's like a 90-10 bad to good ratio with White.
Like Floyd Mayweather and then like 5 more years of...
That's like...
I could honestly name 2 hands things I enjoyed that he did.
They did Bronson.
And one of them was getting braid off a baseball bat by the Undertaker.
Oh, that's bad ass.
Bad ass.
Take me out to the ball game.
Crunch.
Like,
Crunch. Wallop.
You doing it now. I guess I'm Babe Ruth. My Mark Calloway, I'm Mark McGuire. He's one of them, isn't he? The Bronson Reed 5 tsunamis, like overnight.
Hey, I got some data for your Moneyball style. I hit you in the dome as hard as I can with a baseball bat. Your fat ass hits the flow. Let's see if it works. Wallop. Guess these Poindexters have a point, Dan.
Oh, you're from Atlanta. Welcome to home base. You know what? Godfather of the club, I only get a third. Here's a home run.
You like the World Series? Why aren't your series nuts? It doesn't even make sense, that. But
it was really funny when he smashed him in there with a baseball.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, Big Show got like Bronson Reed 5 tsunami rebuilt about every 6 weeks.
Yes.
Like, you can only do that, in Bronson Reed's case, once, and you rebuild this guy as a monster. They would screw the Big Show up and he would, you know, allow it to happen. That he got those kind of reboots 6 weeks every, like, sort of 2-3 months, and it was just relentless. It was so, not the Big Show. Like, it was just there he is, the biggest guy. Like, zero threat.
Modest estimate, I'm 10 years away from actually looking like George Costanza. It's already bad enough that I have his mind. So I feel like I'm somewhat allowed to say, in a cosmetic business that we all, you know, try and shy away from because of, you know, modern cultural norms. I hated looking at Paul White in 1999, I'll tell you now. Knowing what he looked like in 1997, it was like he literally looked like a disappointment. And then he comes in.
They got his gear wrong so many times.
Oh, God, I know. Like, aesthetically, a not pleasing wrestler in 1999.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Looked great when he came back for the Mayweather feud, the singlet. Like,
Oh, they look fantastic.
yeah. I have a soft spot for ECW World Champion Big Show wearing that belt like a watch. I appreciate he himself would say he was in terrible health, but I don't know. He just looked like a dangerous monster, like beating up these little ECW wrestlers from the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. Got some out of that, but
Certain things he
Yeah.
did that were all right.
What was the
Flashpoint.
bit in AEW? Was it who slammed him on a car?
Powerhouse Hobbs.
I thought it was.
That was
the
tits.
Sega
That's
match.
one of the 10. Hobbs, baseball, back to the dome. The Mayweather match is my favorite Mania matches ever. Perfect. I like some of the Brock stuff.
Mhm.
A feat of promotion, really.
I remember the first time seeing that F5. Being
Yeah.
blown away by it. That's kind of amazing. And, you know,
Sheamus 2012 match I like.
kind of liked it in WCW when he started smoking tabs. It was just like, you're pretty unhealthy. Should we put it on telly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Why not?
Got a nitro and lighten up.
On the subject of which, Macca's Smackers is coming up in about 2 weeks.
Yes, it is. 100 nuggets live on the internet, debasing myself. Potentially for a very good cause.
But maybe...
Thanks to Randall's offer of $5 per nug. We're going to look into that. I'm going to try and eat 100.
Are you going to do any training in the build to this?
I've been training all my life for this. Which is true, actually. I'm a greedy, gorging pig. And those are the skills one requires to eat 100 nuggets. I would think I've never done it. I don't want
What's the
to...
most you reckon you've ever eaten in one sitting?
Well,
That's the thing. It's 20.
20?
And every time he has 20, he's like, I could dust that again.
yeah. So it's 20, but then that will be with fries, couple
Yes.
of buffer burgers, post Mackey's crisps. You know, like...
Post off. Post Mackey's crisps.
I'm just saying hypothetically, not every time, but I'm just... If I was... 20 is the maximum.
What do you call them? Buffer burger?
Yeah.
I call them cheeseburger chasers. Where just
Nice.
is it just to secure the feeling of full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee.
No, I get it. There are certain foods and meals I have where it's like, I could eat that again. Like now. Oh God, that was so good. But could I actually do it? It's one of the age-old questions. Is it not?
I will just never forget when the video went viral of them making that like pink liquid that makes the nuggets and the supposed disgust you were expected to feel. I was like, what's that? Can we not just get it like that? Can we not just cut to the chase here and put a straw in that? That it's pink, but it tastes like chicken. It's nugget, but it's liquid.
Yeah, 13 days away, just in case you're wondering.
God, that close already.
Yeah.
How much is it going to set you back?
Loads, way too much.
And you go on a trip to America after that.
I know.
What are you feeding your kids?
That soup maker's getting a lot of use.
Jesus
All
Christ.
the spare veggies make the soup.
The
While
twist
Dad eats
house.
nuggets on the internet.
Twist house and see him. Meanwhile, he's eating like a king. A Burger King.
Dad's being a glutton again.
What am I having for tea, Father? That's some carrot soup. Shut the
Should be great, but I don't need tea tonight. I've had 5,000 calories.
Honestly, I'm losing my ass on two growing children.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. It got to the point where
They're not eating, they're asking to eat. It's just it's a constant.
every night it's like I'm a butler.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Get tea, get me a snack. Can I have another drink? Can I have something? So you've definitely had enough. I'm hungry.
Snack.
Are they actually hungry? Do they need them? I don't know. Like you got to judge it each time,
Are
haven't
they,
you?
are
Like,
they going to die?
yeah, like
Gotta feed them.
I'm picturing Sage as the butler in Tomb Raider, you know, when he's
Oh, hello.
used to lock him in the cupboard.
I'm Mr. Covington. I've got a feeling I'm going to be here for a very long time.
lock the butler in the cupboard. I haven't thought about that.
Sweet D is Butler Covington. It is unbelievable. I've got a feeling I'm going to be here for a very long time.
You kind of walked in, didn't you?
It was
And then
like
as
a
he-
walking freezer.
Right as he followed you, you
That was
just
it.
took a sharp left.
Walk in freezer. Walk in freezer.
Slam the door.
Just lock him in there.
I totally forgot. Come on,
Right, now we've done that. How can we take Lara Croft's top off? That was my...
the individual missions. Butler in the freezer.
Like a percentage of a complete game. Complete game, 0%. But I'm like, well, I've got my jobs to do.
I will say, Laura Croft's top coming off, the fabled mythical cheat, is possibly the ultimate. I know not everything's wrestlers, but this is wrestlers. of like anything that gets in a box gets over because literally she had like triangle tits. What do you think it was going to look like?
Polygoon.
Seriously.
Is that anything?
Yeah.
Polygoon.
Yeah.
Anything's possible in the pyramids.
It was going to look rubbish.
Yeah.
Well, Gooner comment of the week to come later. But let's start Monday Night Raw with
Butter in the fridge, man. That's the like everybody, it was like you were communicating this over primitive internet, but everybody was like, wait a minute.
yeah.
We can kill this guy.
He moves pretty slow.
The day you find out you can do it, you're like, stop everything.
Oh, God.
Boot it up. Let's go.
Took me, but I didn't even like Tomb Raider, but I like that.
Yeah.
So, Adam Pearce is in the ring to start the show. Welcomes us to Raw, but says he's got some unfortunate business to attend to and calls out Seth Rollins. He figured he was going to be in the building because the Vision were. And then dozens of masked figures appear at ringside. And then which way did he go?
This was fantastic.
It was preposterous.
This is one of two.
The crowd were like, holy sh.
They soon got the memo that it sucked.
The second one would have been all right, wouldn't it?
No.
Like, the idea that, like, Seth wants to just put himself in the mix. Who is it?
Which way did he go?
Yeah.
Which way did he
But
go?
the
You know what I got? Bum, 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 bum. Great work, Krusty. That's what I got from this. Nice work, Seth.
The first one was just like a celebratory dance routine. He was, the whole point was to reveal him, not obscure him.
He stood on the table, loads of other people turned up, and then he got in the ring.
Kind of went like that a minute.
And some, I'm not going to cast aspersions, some of them did not look like Seth Rollins. Like, if you'd have lined them up and gone, which one?
No, there's one in particular. There's one in particular who did not look like Seth Rollins, bitch. He was the one who got lost and ran into somebody.
It was such a dumb idea. It was
a great start to Raw.
Imagine Triple H uploads the video where he's like rehearsing with them.
You can't be
These river dancers.
you can't be 29 creeper and out on Raw in 2026 and say, oh, it's hot again, bro. It can't. You cannot do that. You cannot do
I
that.
didn't mind the second one. I was just so perplexed by the first one.
The second one was worse.
I know it looked ridiculous, but at least the principle makes sense. It's like, right, there's all these guys, so it's like it's going to hide him.
Let Wilbourn completely set the scene first.
Actually, no, they shouldn't have did him. They should have fought them. There was only 2 of the Vision. There's about 50 of them out there.
I know.
Dancing cowards.
Quite rightly, Adam Pearce says, all this business with the masked men's unacceptable. And I was like, spot on, to be fair. He does think that obviously the Vision may have deserved it, but, you know, Rollins has been out for 5 months, only 5 months, and there will come a time when he doesn't get away. He's not medically cleared. Worst case scenario, they get their hands on you, and at the end of Seth freaking Rollins. And this brings out Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Logan says they're going to beat the brakes off him and all these masked men. Theory says there's a bullet with Seth's name on it. This is the worst case scenario. But then, as the Vision go in the ring, all the other masked men come in. Which way did he go? They all run off in opposite directions. Well, most of them
The
run off.
idea behind the segment is for them to sort of...
You can get one of the masked men, but you don't know it's Seth.
Vision. Yeah. So they all change places so Seth can sort of like run away from the combined powers of Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Like, what a joke. Sorry, I know I'm swearing a lot. I will try and temper that. Big afternoon ahead.
Yes.
But like what a rubbish baby face. There's 2 of them. I know they're called the Vision still, so that's like the idea is that they're a stable. Like, Steve Austin needs to chin multiple people at once all the time. One of them's Austin Theory.
Well, they yell at Postman Pierce after all the masked men leave, and L.A. Knight's music hits.
So he'd do it on his own. Seth's got like 50 guys, so like, let's scram.
Yeah.
Knight's
Oh
like,
my God.
I think I can take it from here.
Oh my God. Austin Theory gives me the creeps.
Logan gets sent into the barricade. Theory gets chinned in the ring, but the numbers game eventually catches up tonight. But the Usos' music hits. Out come Jimmy and Jay. Logan gets double super kicked and clotheslined. The Usos want a 1D, but Theory drags Logan out of the ring, and it's time to yeet.
I thought this was a terrible idea, but
Terrible. Execution potentially even worse?
it's a real shame that it was, because
Not really, it was funny.
the Seth Rollins reveal was good. The idea that he was sending a different masked man each time.
Yes.
The way they like plotted it out with the last minute reveal. Oh, who are you? And then everybody can do the sleuthing, which they knew they would do, and it like leads you to the predictable payoff. That like I enjoyed that. And then this just felt like it existed to set up. You know, Seth Rollins does the elaborate WrestleMania entrances like 40 when he's got the Philadelphia. There was loads of them, and he's always got the gear and the elaborate stuff. It's going to be like, remember the John Cena one where they're just like hundreds and hundreds of WrestleMania ninjas who exist.
All of them doing that at once.
Yeah.
Oh, God, kill me now.
Existing to confuse and entertain. Like their little dance routine revealing Seth Rollins at the end.
This was quite clearly them, off the back of today's news, just kind of kill a week because they don't really know what the match at Mania is right now. They're still waiting, I think, on Seth and obviously Braun, more importantly, their status. So they have like an A plan, Seth versus Braun, and a backup, which reportedly is Seth versus Brock.
Braun, or Brock, I guess, but Braun especially, just spearing as many of them as he can get, just over and over and over again. If they're
babyface them.
Yeah, who cares?
It's only Seth Rollins. I mean, I don't give a single toss.
You want to look at that, don't you? 68 spears.
The idea.
They should disintegrate as well when they get speared.
I mean, that's physically impossible, bro.
What are those things in Power Rangers called?
Putty Patrol.
Them.
I mean, that's a kids' TV show, Brev. But I suppose you're watching one as well. So
Brev.
yeah, I love that. I want to reiterate, right? So they come out in the masks, in the hoodies and all that, and then they go, we're too smart for you. We've got this master plan. There's a bit where they try and like change places so that Seth Rollins can like escape. He can flee. There's a dude who does not look like Seth Rollins, to put it mildly, and he runs belly first into somebody else. It is brilliant. It was fantastic.
The super smart, considering how the segment ended.
And not being funny, there's two of them.
Yeah.
Austin would chin two people at once constantly.
He chinned the entire alliance every week, and he was on their side for most of it.
Austin Theory is considered such a geek at this point that like they are basically playing a game of, oh God, anyone but him.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, if we must. Ideally, it's Braun because we've put the groundwork in. Maybe Brock because of the Heyman affiliation. Like, would never in a million years dream of putting Austin Theory on the WrestleMania card in a singles match again.
No.
And Seth can't even beat him up. It's terrible booking this.
Seth and 50 Ninjas have been, like, considering the Usos just came out and I was like, oh, we'll just beat him up. That's fine. They've been outwitted by Jimmy Uso.
Yes.
Like, you know what's probably the simplest plan? That. Seth, well, yeah, but all my beer because we've learned a routine.
Like, Seth had another dismal year on top in 2025, this 2026 babyface turn. Basically, it looks like all my agendas are under lock and key, very much secure.
It's just done, wasn't it?
In safe custody.
If they get to Seth and Braun next week, great. Like, that was the whole plan. It's the match that I would want to see from all of this. This was just a really dumb segment, really dumb. It's that first one, I can't get over it. They went to such trouble to choreograph a mystery man routine for a payoff that was the guy revealing who he was. It was literally a dance routine. It was like, I'm going to present myself as the main one, Seth Rollins under the hood. But can you like tart this up a bit first? Can you traverse either side to like really build me up? Like,
it's when it's the facial expression on Rollins where he's like, is he trying to come across as this brooding vigilante dude?
Yeah, because at least he was like
sucks,
like cackling Seth Rollins. That would almost make sense.
Like a bit like
he likes the show of it and all that. But no, he was being like serious, Seth, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Funny.
Hiring 50 losers who turns out can't like run straight just to avoid a 2-on-1 beatdown. One of the two's Austin Theory.
Okay, so you're about 6 foot. You're pretty built. Yeah, you sound good. Yeah, right, that's really good. I think that's everybody. Can I bring my mate Steve? He'd love to do this as well. Does he look like you? Pretty much, yeah. The Hall of Mirrors.
Steve's like, I was on Raw tonight, but you probably can't tell who I was because we're all dressed the same. Oh, we saw you, Steve.
Yeah.
What was the Rollins tweet to
Hot WrestleMania season off to a ripping start.
What was the tweet he sent to Ospreay that time? Like, oh, we've already got one of you. And like referring
It's
to Ricochet or
Ricochet,
something.
yeah.
Like,
And he's just become our new United States champion, some meaningless belt, Seth, you idiot.
tweeting the creepers. We've already got some of you. And they're working for me.
After this, by the way, Cole just confirmed, unsurprisingly, no timetable for Paul Heyman's return. Not rushing back.
No.
Brilliant. I will say as well, Adam Pearce kind of mocked this as he was talking, didn't he? So I'm not sure what that was, Seth, but be that as it may.
Yeah.
He essentially said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Jackie Redmond catches up with the Usos. Jey Uso says he doesn't give a damn about Seth Rollins or the Vision. Jimmy says there are receipts to be dealt out. Jackie brings up, obviously, Jay being friends with CM Punk not that long ago. Any comments regarding what he said to Roman Reigns last week? Jay says he's got nothing to say, and Jimmy goes, I think we do, actually, and they head off.
Yeah. Nice setup for later on.
Following this, we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders gauntlet match, which started with Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. Valkyria dropping Sky off the top rope and hitting a drop kick to the outside to take control as we go to a break. When we come back, Sky hits a flapjack. It's a butterfly backbreaker and a meteor in the corner. Valkyria comes back with an Enziguri, a tornado DDT, and a nice fisherman suplex for 2. But as she sets up for the Nightwing, Sky counters with a double foot stomp, buzzsaw kick to the head, and a moonsault to get the 1, 2, 3. How do you want to do this? Do you want to do after each match or just at the end?
Just at the end.
Yeah?
Skip to the end.
Okay.
Series of small matches.
That brings out Raquel Rodriguez. I liked the shoulder tackle and the sell from Io Sky. She went flying here.
That bump was incredible.
Yeah. That, I think, took us to a break when we come
Like,
back.
how did she even physically do it? Because she looked like she got...
Going in one direction, wasn't she? And suddenly...
Yeah.
Aye, because it looked like an in the middle of the ring version, like the shoulder tackle when they backed themselves up against the turnbuckle. She did that, and then in one completely smooth, seamless motion, turned it into a back bump.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
I feel like Pac and a few select wrestlers can do it because they can obscure just how much they're pressing off
Yeah.
because of their amazing like physical gifts. But yeah, but she's fantastic.
Oh, great.
She was great in this.
What a bump. I like the match. All downhill from there.
Io's worked over through the break. When we come back, she fights back, though, and hits a Hurricane Runner off the top. Missile drop kick. Meteora wants a moonsault, but there's Liv Morgan to jump up at ringside to distract her. And Raquel knocks her off the top as a result of that. Out comes Stephanie Vaquer, though, to attack Liv Morgan. They fight to the back. This obviously distracts Raquel. And Sky goes up top and jumps off to small package Raquel Rodriguez and get the 1, 2, 3. She advances again, but Raquel is pissed. She boots Io out the ring, lawn darts her into the ring post, and hits a Tejana bomb onto the edge of the ring. Out comes Ivy Nile. Thanks very much. Just goes in, immediately covers Io Sky and eliminates her. Fans obviously very hot for that. And that brings us to Ivy Nile versus Bayley. Bayley making the mistake of checking on Io as she comes out, and Ivy Nile jumps her to take us to a break. When we come back, Bayley fights back with suplexes and a diving elbow drop for 2. Nile comes back with that nice German suplex of hers for 2. Nile gets hit with a German suplex off the middle turnbuckle after that. But she comes back with a nice delayed vertical suplex, which got a bit of a, from the crowd. She also hit a superplex and a spinning uranagi, but Bayley falls out the ring. Nile goes out after her, so Bayley sends her into the ring steps, and Bayley hit an elbow drop on the apron and the Bayley to belly to advance to the final round against Asuka.
Senator. Oh, God, sorry.
Asuka, as she enters, there was a great shot. Asuka gets nailed with a suicide dive by Bayley, and Kairi Sane doesn't see this because she was just working to the camera, basically, just turns around. Where's Asuka gone? But Kairi does manage to distract Bayley, and Asuka kicks her in the head to take control. Takes control and holds it through the break. Bayley, when we come back, though, hits a sunset flip powerbomb into the bottom turnbuckle for 2. Asuka hits an elevated knee, but Bayley fights back with a running knee strike for 2. Asuka fights back with some strikes and gets a 2 count as well. But Bayley hits a Bayley to belly out of nowhere for a near fall. Asuka takes the referee so that Kairi can attack Bayley outside the ring, but quite literally, Valkyria flies in and drop kicks Kairi Sane into the side of the ring. Bayley tries for a diving elbow but gets caught in the Asuka lock. Bayley counters that. And she tries for a pin, but Asuka shoulders her up, so she just picks her up. Rose plant, 1, 2, 3. Bayley is the number 1 contender for AJ Lee's IC title.
I liked what mattered the most out of this, which was the booking and ultimately the result. In terms of the matches, the individual matches, that it was sort of WWE treating themselves to a Gauntlet. This wasn't it? Like just a way to chew up TV time, making every single individual one a couple of minutes longer than it needed to be, or with an extra bit that it like. The idea of like tag team turmoil when it was first launched, which was how WWE would do gauntlets more so than the singles ones, was that you were kind of all offense, no defense, quick. The idea was not to have any tag team out there ages, but just, well, if you use your spatial, you pinned a team and then you're one step closer to winning. Like from probably the Seth Rollins one onwards, that was lauded by people that didn't sit through it.
God!
Like I think the idea became. I'll blame that one because it felt like the start of a series of them where it was like, right, what we actually want to do is see how long we can make the number on the clock.
Paul Heyman was obsessed with these as well, wasn't he, in 2019?
And it sort of changed people's mindset towards them. So that was what was working against this one a little bit for me. I did like the Raquel to Io to Ivy Nile bit in the middle, and Raquel and Io had some terrific chemistry that feels like it can be explored again, especially at this time of year. But Bayley winning was something we didn't think about yesterday because we were talking about this in terms of setting up AJ Lee's WrestleMania contender, but I much prefer it as her Raw match. There's a nice bit of lore here. AJ's last Raw match was that tag the night after WrestleMania 31, and she was wearing the I'm a Hugger shirt in a little bit of a show of support to Bayley, and then she was done. And now her first Raw match back is going to be this one, and it will be a bit of a, I would imagine, a bit of a dream for Bayley to get this match, which she can lose. And then Wilbourn flagged up a bit of last year's WrestleMania callback in order to slot Becky Lynch back in.
Who took Bayley's spot in WrestleMania last year?
Becky Lynch.
There you go.
There you go.
She returns next week.
That face. Look at that face. My take is sorry. What was? I liked Lyra versus Io. Nice bit of snug, crisp pro wrestling. Zippy. TV speed. Was enjoying it. And then I enjoyed the second one as well. That bump was one of the better bumps I've seen on TV all year. And I'm not being funny. Like, what do you expect? Ivy Nile comes in. I understand that, you know, I don't actually believe they'll build on it. So I did feel like I was wasting my time watching this. But I get the idea. You can't get someone over unless you give them a spot or a bit of spotlight like this. But because I'm just not convinced they were talking her up a bit here. And now that's their job. But like maybe as a prelude to a push or whatever, like, oh, she's one of the most underrated wrestlers. She will hold a belt someday or whatever. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. This would exist for me to eventually start believing it, and you have to start somewhere. But, you know, I thought action-wise, she didn't really show me much at all. Compared to the standard I've seen in NXT of late, and the existing standard on the main roster, which frankly hasn't been very high in a long time. There's been more creative attention, but with Becky Lynch clowning it up, and Stephanie Vaquer not having the best run as champion so far, like that match against Raquel was poor. I haven't seen many great women's matches and AJ Lee returning, which has been, you know, a bust for me. I still don't think she's the standard or the answer. The Bayley match was a little bit boring. Then Bayley Asuka, like neither wrestler in the best incarnation by a long chalk. Made me bored of that as well. I was just waiting for this to be done by the end.
Not now anymore. I was trying to illustrate this point in a kind of way yesterday, but I don't want to know Mo.
She had an exchange in the, was it the Perth tag?
Yeah.
With, it was really strong. You know, I'm always going to fight for Asuka.
Aye.
I've always had a massive, she was my favourite wrestler in the world at one point.
I think I've gone that way with Asuka as I did with Bayley. Just sort of accepting that, like, time's cruel. And
time is cruel.
Doesn't hit like the way it used to, you know.
She had a flurry. She can have a flurry. I thought she had a little flurry in the chamber, actually, Asuka. Everyone likes a flurry. She had a flurry.
Do you like a McFlurry? Going back to Mackie's orders.
Well, here's the thing about the Mackies is that my wife doesn't really like it, and I'm a big boy and I can have whatever I want whenever I want, realistically. But You know, if the idea is being like, right, okay, we're not having a family tea because someone's, you know, out or whatever, like, I'm going to go for a doner kebab over a Mackey's.
Right, yeah.
Something like just for me.
Oh, just for you. I was going to say not something you're getting in with the kids as well. You wouldn't get them like
No, like they'd have a, you know, I'm not going to give them cabbage soup, mate. I'm going to give them like a pepperoni pizza or something from like, what kind of what's the banner term for those takeaways? You know where you can get doner, pizza,
chips.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pizza shop, isn't it?
If you get like a pizza shop takeaway, I'd rather do that and get a doner than a Matty D's. I just love a doner kebab, bro.
Yeah.
Love them. Absolutely love them. One of my favorite foods. So I don't really go to McDonald's enough to make a decision on a McFlurry one way or the other. Have I ever had one?
Yeah, just fine. I'm not.
Get one in 2 weeks.
I'm not getting a McDonald's.
Good.
Wilbourn wants to. And isn't
Solidarity, brother. I'm not allowed. I'm trying not to, at least.
Yeah, I admire that.
I had another dream about eating forbidden food yesterday.
Oh.
No sweets.
What you were eating?
I think it was a McDonald's, maybe.
Forbidden food or forbidden door?
Forbidden food, obviously.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Unless you want to name the Raw Gauntlet that Seth Rollins did.
Right.
John Cena.
Elias.
Are you doing it in order or are you doing it?
Nah.
Because you've got 3 there, yeah.
Braun Strowman.
We didn't face him, but yes, it was a 7-man. So you've got, 4 now?
Mm-hmm. Dolph Ziggler.
No. Hang on, what have we got? So we got Seth, Roman, Cena.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Braun Strowman.
And Elias.
And Elias. Oh, so you got 2 more to get, yeah.
Didn't Seth have 2 back-to-back great matches? One of which was against Cena. So who's like another work rate?
I think that's why I was thinking Ziggler. But what?
AJ maybe?
28, maybe. He was kicking around on
It's
Smackers.
his face that runs the place on
It was.
Smackers, of course.
2018 Raw.
February.
Wrestlers. That's going into WrestleMania 34.
Finn?
Is in there as well, yes.
Kane?
No, 1 more to get.
Miz?
Correct.
Should have gone down more of a work rate route.
Who eliminated Seth?
Balor.
Dunno.
Elias.
Elias.
Oh, similar deal here. Got the crap one
Yeah.
to get them heat. I'm not saying Niall's crap, but you know, the lesser wrestler.
Yeah.
That's just as bad.
Well,
The lesser pushed wrestler.
they book it that way with that in mind.
Yeah,
That's all right.
of course.
We're allowed.
We get a video package of Punk and Reigns.
This took ages. By the end, I'm like, hurry up, take it home.
From last week. And during a break, unfortunately, we didn't get to see this, so we don't have to talk about it. Nattie cut a promo and got jumped by Maxxine Dupri.
I saw this.
Thoughts?
Oh, it's wonderful. This is the second thing, the 2 things where I just visibly pissed myself laughing, right? I couldn't believe they had the nerve, the temerity to script this for Natalia. Oh, she said it herself. She needs, you know.
What did she say?
Oh, my God. You're not going to believe this. You haven't seen this?
No, I skipped past it because it was in the break, obviously.
Did you see this?
No.
Did you skip past it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I'm paraphrasing, but this is the gist. She was saying, I grew up as Nattie. So that was your nickname. I was in the dungeon as Nattie. Right. She isn't allowed to say this. She should be jailed. What she said was so wrong that it really should be against the law, and she should be jailed for this, right? I've always been Nattie. I got lost as Natalia. What? She was doing, you know, when a wrestler will disassociate fans from some regrettable character development or other.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Say, I lost my way. A modern example for people who watch both companies. I'm sure you'll have a fed one. But MJF, it's basically an apology, isn't it? MJF could come out on Dynamite a few months ago, say, sorry about 2023. I lost my way in 2023, pandering to you people and da-da-da-da. That ends now. That is a euphemism. Subtext is you had a rubbish year in 2023. We're not doing that anymore. I know it. So be assured. Look, if I know it, I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. Here we go. Blank slate. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Here we go. You can't get lost as Natalia when you were that was one of the most inexplicably one of the longest runs in modern WWE post Vince Senior history, correct?
Yeah.
How many years?
2007 to
19 then?
Just short
just
the old
the
2
19 is-
decades ski. Got lost for 2 decades.
You kind of get lost for 2 decades.
Flight the Navigator comes back and somebody else.
What are you, Dale Cooper? You cannot get lost for 2 decades.
That is good.
It's
stuff.
impossible.
I was going to say, what are you, the butler from Tomb Raider? But
Yeah.
that was even better.
I got
David
lost
Lynch's
is
Nattie.
Natalia. You've had the longest, one of the longest runs in the history of the company. You did not get lost.
It's good.
It's like, fuck. I'm sorry, I've sworn enough.
The
I was
Fruit
in-
continuing is great, isn't it? As well, like
And
that.
I was in disbelief when she said that. What's a modern Fed example? This is a WWE audience. I might not even watch the dub.
Stardust?
Yes, Cody's.
Yeah.
Cody's abandonment of Stardust, and
I got lost when I was Stardust for about a year. And in fact, it was so humiliating to me and not a representation of who I am that I quit this company. Excellent, Nicholas. Thank you for that. I got lost as Stardust. I'll give you that. Was it 2 years?
Yeah.
A year and a half?
Mhm.
I got lost as Stardust. I got lost as Dolph Ziggler. What?
no, and they're just making up as they go along with it because it's not working, is it? Like they just say
I was
stuff.
in.
Is this not going to make it to Mania?
I don't know.
Good.
I was honestly in disbelief.
One of your favourites was on next, though. Danhausen.
Yeah.
He
I kind of like that Danhausen.
Yep.
Don't love that Danhausen. I kind of like that Danhausen.
They would be very wise to make love that Danhausen t-shirts and then make kind of like that Danhausen t-shirt, then hate that Danhausen t-shirts.
Yeah.
They'll all sell.
he approaches the original El Grande Americano backstage. He wants to learn from him. He wants a mask as well. That can make double the money if he does that. He says, let's have a look at your mask. Tries to take it off. And El Grande says, hey, rule numero uno. You don't touch a luchador's mask. And he likes that Danhausen, but he has no tiempo for this. And he says, you need to leave. I want to focus. I've got this big IC title match coming up. I need to focus up on that. Vamos.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
I like that. Pop me that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, since you don't want to join forces with Danhausen, you are cursed. El Grande goes to reveal his second rule, and Danhausen's disappeared. El Grande calls him a clown and says he doesn't believe in curses. Danhausen also came out during a break to quite the reception
It
compared
was
to
good
Elimination
stuff, this.
Chamber.
Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, it's good stuff.
I'll see if I can find it. Yes, this was after it was between the Stephanie Vaquer video and Dom coming out to Judgment Day stuff. He comes out, gets an amazing reaction, and hands out T-shirts and does his catchphrase, and then runs off in the blackout. But in the blackout, they turn the lights back on. You just see him running up the aisle.
Halfway.
That's
it's
really good.
Yeah, it's good
That's really
stuff, man.
inspiring.
It is good stuff, this.
Like
People were doing that. You are cursed.
I sound like a fed head cultist when I say this.
You
but
always sound like that.
Exactly. So I really mean this. Like I really mean everything else I say when I talk about this. This is the difference. There is a reason why this company that everybody hates is the recognized symbol of excellence, and it's you are cursed. Syllables, cadence, catchphrase. Like it's been 2 weeks. It's been and they've added something to Danhausen's preposterous oeuvre to make it that little bit better. I'm not saying it works every time. I'm not saying this is this.
I was
like,
going to say it's
100%
such a
hit.
shame for your argument and ergo credibility if there was some complete utter bust from AEW who did better work in AEW about to get his rocked by Oba Femi later on in the show.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that this is like the 100% hit rate machine, but it like
You were going to frame it like that.
this was destined to be improved upon, and it has been. Like only in a small way. This is like
This is
95% Danhausen, and then their 5% has very clearly already made a difference, already improved it.
No,
Like-
I'll give you that. I kind of like that Danhausen.
Yeah. We were here with him in AEW, I think, as well. I like to think we were fairly balanced with
Honestly,
Danhausen.
I genuinely, literally can't remember. I remember never liking in the same way as that. I just got the Cassidy thing straight away. I was in love with Orange Cassidy for ages. And I was never there with Danhausen. I honestly can't remember. He's barely on it. Danhausen's still in it. Haven't I?
I think there was more, your Iconics good wrestler cry arse bit.
Yeah.
I think there was more of that for Danhausen then, and we were trying to be like, it's not really about him wrestling, is it? It's about crisps a hook and that. Like, just let that be what it is, and nobody needs to overthink it.
I think I might use the analogy of like, he's not going to be in the main event. AEW's got a history of like really strong side characters, like Reba Not Rebel, for example, where she's not quite a manager.
Yeah.
But she's just kind of there, hanging out because she's funny. Best wishes as well every time she comes up.
Yeah.
So yeah, El Grande was about to have this title match. Before it happens, out comes the new champion, Penta, with even more pyro now.
Yes.
Jeez.
What a presentation this was of this dude.
And he cuts a promo thanking his family, his friends, the company, the fans, anyone who believed in him, basically. He says the title is for all the people that never give up. He represents the dreamers and the fighters of real life. This title is a result of hard work, sacrifice, and believing in yourself every single day. Together we make history. He yells in Spanish. Crowd love all this.
This is fantastic.
I was about to stand up for the Fed watching
This is fantastic. Like, Penta did something along those lines when he debuted on the Netflix special, remember? Like, after the match, because I even remember there being a story like it went a bit long, but I thought it was worth it.
Yeah.
Because he's not just this, like, cartoon luchador figure. Like, yes, he's got mystique, but there's a human being under it, so let him talk like one. This was fantastic.
I wanted to stand up for WWE after watching this.
Proper.
This is the difference. This is actually pro wrestling energy in a sports entertainment product.
Let's do Bizarro World, because I'll bury it for something then. Because contrast this to the celebration that Nia and Lash got on SmackDown. Like, 2 glasses of sparkling rosé and like 6 balloons to be interrupted. I'd rather just not go to the celebration.
So terrible, and this all the companies, AEW and WWE, are so terrible at depicting their stars as having a lavish celebrity lifestyle. So they say the quiet part loud. I don't get paid as much as Hollywood, evidently.
Yeah. No, I thought Penta came across.
This is so awesome. Every bit of emphasis was just like, I want to run through a brick wall after watching this.
And then out comes his opponent, El Grande Americano. But if you actually look closely, you'll realise that isn't the one you saw earlier getting cursed by Danhausen. It's the other one, the other El Grande Americano. We don't know who they are, obviously.
It's Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser.
Penta's
He's going to tell his friends at school.
He's old enough now. It's embarrassing. Grew up, son. Grew up.
tried to do that bit with Annalise this morning because we were watching a bit of it. And I was like, I can't figure out who that is.
And she responded
looked
that.
at me.
Just hear me or not? No.
No, not anymore.
Contempt?
It's been, what?
Apathy?
It'll be 7 years this year. She's been married to this, so.
She knew what she was.
She's stuck. Penta says, oh, whatever, I'll face him. And Penta's in control early, but El Grande, evil El Grande here, goes to the eyes, slaps him in the corner, but Penta fights back with a backstabber, knocks him out to the floor, wants a dive, but goes for it. And El Grande Americano just smashes him in the face and then poses with the IC title as we go to a break. Penta fights back, though. Flip dive, flying crossbody for 2. Americano hits a spine buster for a near fall as well. Then Penta hit a super kick, wanted the destroyer off the middle rope, but Americano countered that into a nice DVD. But this time when Americano comes off the middle rope, Penta catches him with a code breaker and a Mexican destroyer, 1, 2, 3.
Decent. That elevated destroyer that he won the belt with, and now he's used it again to defend it. I hope that's like, I'm the Intercontinental Champion, so I've got an even more devastating kill shot. It's like a nice
It
upgrade.
looks fantastic.
Yeah, badass. I'm so happy this Penta thing has gone as well as it has. Really, like it was such a
For a while there,
cynics
like me were doubting him.
It was I wouldn't say he got lost in the mid card, but he got normalised.
He nattied out.
He got normalised, but they kept the presentation going so that he never felt like he couldn't be slotted back into this IC title level. And I really hope he gets a WrestleMania match out of it. I know there's not really any kind of hot story with Penta, but him as the Intercontinental Champion sort of is the story. Like, I'd still consider this a little bit of a surprise success story. And WWE haven't yet thought we need to go to the Lucha Brothers. They haven't yet felt like they've needed to. They will do. It's there, obviously. And Phoenix is crying out for it, putting little Penta stuff in his entrance just to try and make people pay attention.
Is this anything?
Unless, of course,
watch these arms. Don't take your eyes off the arms. And Phoenix.
Unless Penta, of course, has a title defense on the Raw after WrestleMania, and then the lights go down, lights come back up, and I'm like, 2 Pentas in the ring. Where have I seen that before? And that is Chris Jericho's return to the Fed.
Well, and bad. And good. That's it, look.
I can't wait for you two worms.
There's going to be a
I'm
great...
really excited to see what Chris Jericho does next.
I hate you.
There's going to be a great rollout of a bad thing.
Either company, genuinely, I've had it long enough now that he's not been on my screen that I want to see what he does now.
I'd like him to defrost.
Was there another Jericho reference? Was there a learning tree reference later on? Punk said it, didn't he?
It's Punk's second one. I'm giving it to Punk on purpose. The last referenced guy, and now he's referencing... Oh, God, it's happening.
What's happening? They just have to wait out the contract. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm finding every single last possible reason to keep that guy under contract.
Me too.
That loaded cover shoot.
Oh, yeah, he showed me that.
What was this? I've missed this.
He looks like Jim Caviezel in The Passion of the Christ.
What are you talking about?
He's just fed ready again.
He basically,
okay.
after, he's an older man, yeah, in his 50s. Who cares what he looked like half the time? How hard he went with Ishii in late 2022, whatever. He had the definition twice for a few months in AEW when he was meant to be the big ex-WWE legitimizing name. Didn't necessarily cosmetically look like it, however you feel about that, all the time. WWE comes calling, ring, 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 ring. It looks like Jim Caviezel in Passion of the Christ. It's a joke. It is a joke how every single wrestler, bar about 10, the AEW core, go, all right, fed is it? And no, I don't want fries with that. I'm going somewhere serious. That's the mentality.
You're getting promoted to the Premier League, aren't you? You've got to, step up.
So why do they play like the Saudi League? In terms of the football, as this analogy goes, ever more strained.
The big league.
So after this...
It's good. Good for the perception of the two shows.
After this, we got a pre-tape.
What a joke.
Pre-tape promo from Stephanie Vaquer on Liv Morgan with subtitles. She said she knew how good Morgan was, how hard she trained. She's been with the best since she was like 20 or whatever. What bothers me about you isn't your stupid laugh. And they included that just in case you'd forgotten what it was. What really pisses me off, she says, is that you have all the tools to be great, but you're too ignorant to use them. You hide behind a trashy man and send your friends to do your dirty work. You proud of that? Just so you know, we've both had privileges. And those mud huts you said, well,
Jesus Christ.
They made me who I am. I'm proud of that. You were forged by people around you with experience while I was forged in hell. Look, they both took different roads to get there, but they had the skill. The difference was that Liv had gotten lazy, in Vaquer's words. Morgan saw herself as a cheap blonde and always took the easy way to win championships. Well, she's going to need to bring every trick in the book to WrestleMania because Vaquer is going to bring blood, sweat, and her experience and continue to make history as world champion.
I love this feud. I love it.
don't.
They hate each other and Liv Morgan won the Royal Rumble. Like, this is perfect. This
And there's
is...
respect there from Vaquer.
Oh, yeah. They've each time that they've done the proper stuff, they've put each other over before, like, getting onto the business of burying one another or why they should be champion or whatever. Yeah, I love it. I buy the hatred. I like that, like, Stephanie Vaquer was there to stop Liv Morgan as soon as she possibly could when she spotted her out there, there's that like what's that on site is always the that idea that like right, she's in the building and she's got involved now as the baby face. It's okay for me to do the same. And yeah, I just think all of this has been really effective. I can't wait for the match. And again, it's that Royal Rumble winner dilemma where because you're kind of picking the champion, you risk siphoning the heat out of it. And I don't think they've had any problem with that whatsoever.
The old dilemma Lena.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's a good word, that, isn't it?
That is. I'd like more of that.
All right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't like this feud very much.
Why not?
I like the dynamic. I am really looking forward to the match. I think it's a total meritocratic gesture. Liv Morgan deserves a world title match at WrestleMania for her transformative run under Paul Levesque. Vaquer, she's been flanderized. I don't feel the same way I did about her about a year ago, but I've got no doubt that she will play her role and carry her load in the match. I just don't like this who's more privileged than the other. I kind of buy the hatred because Liv Morgan's so expressive. But a bit too much at times, but so expressive that I can buy what she's selling most of the time. I just didn't like this idea of like, I didn't like the sit down when Steph Vaquer cut the promo on her. You're privileged and and that look on her face and the self doubt just gets a bit WWE melodrama-y. You know, for me on that tip.
So after this promo, we cut to the sort of the clubhouse.
And I thought Mudhut's, look, I'm 40. I've been through this before. When people talk about like, oh, you know, it's offensive. I understand my privilege. I'm at an age where I've got more things to worry about in the real world than a children's TV show and what the choices they decide to make on it. It just felt like they were trying to be edgelordy. It's a symptom of WrestleMania season these days.
So they cut to Morgan backstage, who's pissed off with all this and saying she hides behind her friends and what have you. She's with JD and Raquel. She says, "Oh, don't worry, Raquel, we'll get you back in that title picture." Dom storms in like a grumpy teenager. Where's Finn? I don't know. You seen him? No. JD's like, "Oh, go and get him." Dom's like, "Right, well, I'm going to the ring then." He storms out with Liv and Raquel. This is when we had, during the break, the Danhausen T-shirts and catchphrase and what have you. And Sidge actually texted me this morning saying, "Oh my God, is that Mike Morris and Ernest Jones of the Super Bowl champions of the Seattle Seahawks?" And it was. They were there at ringside. Got a great reaction, obviously. Out comes Dom with Liv and Raquel. He's pissed off, obviously, about losing the IC title. "I want a rematch. And I still should be champion. But I'm not because of bloody Finn Balor," he says. "I didn't want to do this in public. You gave him 10 seconds backstage. Is he here? No, right, straight out to the ring we go." But Balor's making it about him. Balor comes out with JD McDonough. "Where the hell have you been?" says Dom. "Oh, I hope you're there to tell me I've got a rematch." No. Balor says, "Dom, you know what? You're right. If it wasn't for me, you probably still would be IC champion. For that, I'm sorry. But I was just trying to help and teach you a lesson. Judgment Day's a family," he says. "We've always got your back. I know you want us to be the greatest Mysterio of all time, but you've got to learn to fight your own battles. I've been trying to guide you for 2 years. But the more I've done that, the more I realise I think your dad might have been right. Maybe you're just a spoiled little prick." Dom isn't happy about this. He shoves Balor in the face. Balor sort of spins around, eats it, and then nails him with a Pele kick. He's about to beat him off, but McDonough pulls him off to calm him down. Dom tries to sneak attack in all this. Balor hits a sling blade, sets up for that running drop kick, like facing Liv in the corner. But as he goes to do that, JD McDonough takes his head off with a clothesline. And the rest of the Judgment Day, Dom, Liv, Raquel, and JD stick the boots to Balor. Dom grabs a chair and the bell hammer, and Balor fights back briefly, but then Dom just clocks him with the hammer. He, with JD's help, puts him against the middle rope, puts the bell hammer in his boot, 619s him. Crowd aren't happy about any of this, obviously. Dom hit a frog splash, and then a McDonough steel chair assisted frog splash on Balor. He's gone from the Judgment Day, and they stand tall over Finn Balor.
Fantastic. I love this so much. Like,
But are you this?
the Judgment Day means everything to me. The Shining.
Jesus Christ.
The Shining.
You know, my family means everything to me.
They said they are a family, they said.
Yeah.
Not your...
Same in a way. Within the context of my favourite thing, the business, the Judgment Day mean an awful lot to me.
My favourite thing's my family.
They're not a thing. They're people, Sidge. They're not objects. Come on, mate. Like, it's this act that I just love. And yes, we take the piss a bit when a development lasts 8 months rather than like 2 weeks. But
I said on the news, I can't remember the amount of times I've said the end of the Judgment Day in
Yeah.
the notes. But it is something that just keeps evolving, isn't
yeah,
it?
like this was predominantly like what you're left with
And
is
Edge started this.
Well, I was thinking this. I was like, oh, God, we really have kind of moved away from the original Judgment Day. No, we were long removed from that. Damien and Rhea left ages ago, and Edge has been in AEW. Like, even Finn Balor wasn't an original member, but it's just the way in which it's evolved.
It's street trash.
You got street trash, like purified street trash is pretty much all that remains now. But it's it means something to be in the group, just as it means something to be kicked out. This felt like a WrestleMania season angle. Like the development you needed to clarify and confirm that Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio is a singles match worthy of one of the nights at WrestleMania. As we talked about, like the mid-card needs stuff too. Not everything can be this main event in waiting. And they've earned it, you know? This act, this group, the stories that constantly spin off of it. If you're not going to do one of the big payoffs of my WrestleMania season, you're wasting something.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I really like the fact it was JD as well that was kind of the difference maker.
You could sort of feel it coming, but it was like I was glad to see that was the way it played out, and they didn't try and stretch another week of, like maybe we're going to have a tag match then, and then the turn happens. It was like, no, he'd made his
Last
choice.
week he tried to help Dom.
Yeah.
Finn was like, no, don't do that.
Mm-hmm. And you know what as well?
There's no way in hell they should ever cast that dude as a babyface. So
No.
it was the right
Yes.
decision was made.
It is a continuation. It's stuff like this that like still has me fighting for the title, right? Because again, look at Finn Balor. This starts with Finn Balor getting a match with CM Punk in Belfast. The whole thing is one continuous line. This is how stories should play out. Like, one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing, leads to another thing. Characters are developed and grown. Finn Balor's remembered what it is to be a respectable baby face. He got the attaboy from CM Punk, the handshake, the kind of, yeah. He's become a bit more zen about everything. He's reflected on how really was he coaching Dominic Mysterio all these years, and you get this as a payoff, and Dominic refuses to learn anything ever. He'll never learn, he'll never grow or whatever. The Seinfeld.
No hugging, no learning.
There's a Dominic Mysterio element to that. Like, yeah, loved it. Can't wait for the match. It feels proper.
Feels big enough for WrestleMania. For me, it's about time. What Hamflett has just described as a storyline. It happens on every single TV show ever, but be that as it may. I just like you in a way. The Judgment Day mean everything to me.
Yeah. Priest and Truth getting the tag title shot on SmackDown. I was just like,
Pretty good week, innit?
never goes
Everything
never goes
to
away.
me. I realize you can trace this, like, it's like you renewed your vows with the Fed.
Yeah, it's they're the
Because
big,
the Fed, obviously, it's your wife, your sports team, and your religion all at the same time.
Yeah.
You want to worship and it.
I think I made it clear it was the block logo predominantly.
Yeah.
But yes. Continue.
And I know you can like you love the 2023 Judgment Day tags, now the Judgment Day with the fulcrum for your beloved cast of dovetailing characters and all the rest of it.
WrestleMania 40 is one of the greatest moments of my life.
I know it
As a
is.
shoot.
I know it is. I'm lampooning you for this. I'm mocking you for this. Just funny. The Judgment Day mean everything to me. I don't even think like at AEW awfulness on Twitter, or Raj, or Jimmy Corderas, all the guys or all the gang. I think any of them have said anything as deranged as that.
I don't feel anything earnestly enough to feel it. That's
True.
why. They
This
just-
is true. This is true.
They'll follow the trends.
True.
The Judgment Day, like they're the boom. You can like the bloodline of the headlines and like the various things, but what happens all year round? Like it speaks to my love
Every
of the
day
Miz.
is Judgment Day.
Every day, every day is like Judgment Day. You need the glue. It's more important than the stars sometimes. Like,
Armageddon, come Armageddon. It's
Yeah.
such a. It's too much, that song. It's too. It's too evocative of a feeling.
he had that.
It's good.
Yeah,
I can't like listen to it.
No.
It's too evocative of that feeling.
Yeah. But we're talking like it's over, but it's the Judgment Day. It's never over. It's just, it evolves.
I like what came next as well. The backstage, there's Javon Evans with Postman Pierce. Puts over his performance in the Elimination Chamber. Says, big things for you in 2026. Evans said he wouldn't let him down. Pierce told him to enjoy a week off, basically. And then he's approached by Kofi, Kingston, and Grayson Waller. All right, you prick! I'm gonna kick you. And then Kofi's like, all right, Grayson, leave it, mate. I want to have a chat with him. Grayson's like, you want me to leave? He's like, yeah, go away. And Kofi says to Javon, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Look, Xavier was injured. Offset was way out of line. And I, got offended and kind of took it out on you. I'm sorry. But truth is, you remind me of me. He talks about becoming WWE champion after arriving and doing all this mad stuff that the fans hadn't seen before. And Evans can do the same.
Yeah, 10 years later.
Yeah, I did think there was a bit of a gap.
Decade on. WWE champion. Look at that.
Ipso facto, take a decade.
By 2040, you'll be WWE champion. But he says, yeah, you just need the right team behind you. And Evans isn't sure. Kofi says, whoa, I'll make a decision right now. Just think about it. And offers his hand, and Evans just looks at him and he goes, cool. I like this.
I don't.
It's something. Definitionally something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the New Day are below the surface of the earth. So Javon Evans being attached to them, like, is more a salvage job by...
They're an anchor.
Yeah. Like, he's been sent in there to kind of salvage whatever credibility they've got by linking up with him rather than the other way around. So I'm suspicious as to how well this can really work. But yeah, I'll give it a bit of time to play out, but I don't have high hopes. The New Day, in direct contrast to the Judgment Day, the New Day is the freezing cold polar opposite when it comes to like the failure of Triple H as a booker. That's like, for that to collapse in the way it did it. I see them on TV and I still get annoyed by it, quite honestly. So that's why I don't exactly trust where this will go with Javon Evans. It's just a TV program in reality. It's not going to kill his push or anything, but it might. Like, it killed theirs.
Sure did.
And then Bayley's interviewed about her IC title match next week and thanks Lyra for having her back earlier. Probably could have done it without her anyway, but, she's still a bit of a prick. Puts over AJ Lee. This is coming back to what you were talking about, their history together. If it wasn't for her, a lot of them wouldn't be there now. She's the one of this IC title since it was created. And hey, Lyra, when I win, you can have first shot.
I know that it's Bayley, so they could just be teasing nothing as opposed to teasing a split. But I hope they stay together long enough to be in like a big multi-woman tag match at WrestleMania. I quite like them. Quite like Bayley and Lyra as a tag team. I don't really need the separation.
I will say I like the fact that they're doing a lot of these like title matches, number one contenders matches, and not just going, there we go, that'll do 6 weeks' time in WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know they're obviously there to become stepping stones for that, but I did think like, oh God, Charlotte and Alexa now? Really? 6 weeks out, we're going to do this?
So there's too many titles, but it at least creates the idea of an active scene. So the idea that, if there's a title match now, there could still be another one in 4 weeks at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
And it does do something like that. There are too many belts. It's a wrestling problem, but it does at least make it feel like all of them are alive with something, I suppose.
Anything you want to say about this?
About what?
What we just talked about with...
All the excitement in the women's tag division heading into WrestleMania.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Then we got Oba Femi versus Rusev.
Badass.
He mopped the floor with them.
They exchange huge lariats to start, haymakers. Rusev gets the upper hand, driving his knee into the midsection of Oba Femi. But Femi reverses an Irish whip and just nails him with a huge running uppercut in the corner. Rusev hits a body avalanche, though, to take out Femi. But then Femi hits him with a big boot, clotheslines him over the top rope.
Lands on his feet.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fires up. It's only like 3 minutes. This fires up. Rusev hits him in the throat, but Femi sends him into the ring steps. So Rusev then super kicks Femi off the ring apron. Haymakers, drives him into the post. Spin kick onto the announce table. Rusev's feeling it right now. But Femi just shrugs off a running lariat. Rusev hits a couple of roundhouse kicks. Femi wants a chokeslam. Rusev gets out of that, hits the Matchka kick, but Femi is still fine. He's still on his feet. Hits Rusev with a running uppercut. Rusev gets back up. Femi ducks a clothesline. Pop-up toss like he was The Miz or Kit Wilson or whatever. He's a huge guy, Rusev, and just gets hoyed across the ring by Oba Femi, who hits the fall from grace and gets the victory in 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
This is perfect. Like, I
Thanks for
wouldn't.
coming, Rusev.
Yeah, I wouldn't have changed a thing about this. And, you know, there's some analysis in between the bollocks on this podcast. So, you know, wrestling's a dance. Rusev played his part here really, really well. You mentioned that spot. There was a couple of times where he's a big guy, and presumably it takes quite a lot to reduce yourself physically in the way that he did for Oba Femi here. So I thought he was there for all of it. If this is, it's tricky really. It's a shame there's not more big guys that need putting over, because I'd happily see Rusev getting squashed in like, well, elongated squashes, like, because he's himself such a unit. I just love this Oba Femi push, that they're doing the two things at once, and it's as effective as it is. And to a point you made, it was either last week or the week before, when Brock Lesnar put a tease out about I'll fight anyone at WrestleMania, and the very next thing was Oba Femi. The very next thing after this was Brock Lesnar. But I didn't know about the Seth.
Did you hear what Michael Cole said?
What?
You have to wonder if Seth Rollins will be happy with Brock Lesnar or vice versa. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I think they're still trying to make that decision and covering their backs for
If
each program to make sense if they can do either.
Yeah, if Bron's fit, are we thinking they're just going to go for it with Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar?
I don't know. LA Knight's the name. I have a lot less confidence in LA Knight going over Brock. Not in terms of I don't like him. I just think.
Put it this way, at this point, Brock is so checked out and just clearly there because
Who could possibly care about Brock win Mania other than Brock?
That's the thing. I don't think he's got it in him to really do a match with Oba Femi justice.
Maybe.
So I don't think I just can't see it being good in any way. Rusev's funny, isn't he? What the hell happened? It was literally after 41, not 40, 41 he came to the Fed back.
Yeah.
Came back to the Fed. Came to the Fed back.
It's exactly where he should be as well. Like, it's just
funny, though.
Like,
it is just funny.
the Redeemer was 5 years ago.
No.
So it's just,
Was it?
like, it's okay to have runs in it. Like,
Blimey.
it's like, I like Rusev at points in his career, but you might as well use the star power you've got for something like this.
He hasn't got any, that's the thing.
Well, all right,
Before or after?
your size and your name value, a little bit of name value. Like, this was a worthwhile early win for Oba Femi.
Yeah.
6 months down the line, it wouldn't be anywhere near as credible, you know. Like,
It's just funny.
But yeah, big performance from Oba Femi.
he knows his worth, I guess. Like, that sounds patronising.
It's just,
Presumably, he knows his worth, and it's this, you know. It's like,
it's just funny. Guy thought he was, whip a Billy Watson. AEW world champ.
But yeah, it
Nice Kit Wilson.
was a big showing this for Oba Femi, one of the stars to come up from NXT. And tell you, had a big week in NXT this week as well, and that was Lola Vice, who won her match in NXT Underground and gained
Well done to her.
yeah,
gained a lot of attention online for that. Not for going 4-0 or finally getting one over on Kalani Jordan, but it's time for this week's Gooner Comment of the Week.
shameless.
Oh, did well, so.
I'm just reflecting the horrors of the internet.
Reflecting your Twitter.
First one here made me laugh.
5 is a 5.
Must my fave 5 as always.
I need 5.
The first one. So this Lola Vice wearing the outfit that she wore in NXT Underground and doing a dance garners a lot of attention, obviously. But this one just made me laugh from Andy, who replies to a GIF, I think it was, of her celebrating.
Murray was doing that on Maine.
Not Murray, just says Andy,
Ah.
using the first name. Replied to the GIF of her shaking it, and one of these accounts being like, with like, what do you reckon to this, Gooners, effectively. Andy writes, "Hi, babe, where are you now?" Did he think this was her posting? What are you up to? Or do you think she was going to be checking the replies? Thank God. All right, Andy. Hulk writes, I want to plant my face in her ass and never leave.
I'm a nightmare.
Would he not literally suffocate to death within minutes? Yeah. Maybe that's a hell of a way to go in his mind.
Yeah.
Funny what you said earlier, actually, because Wrestling Gooner writes, she is my religion at this point. Let's pop that in the old census, shall we?
Christianity, Islam. I just love the vice.
And then I got a little bit confused by this comment, Sidge, actually, from Brad. I initially thought this was a rather happy West Ham fan after the FA Cup result last night.
All right.
Because Brad writes, I need to see her blowing bubbles, hopefully with my cum.
Do you still need my help on that? Or
I think I've got it.
because you see, West Ham fans have the song "Forever Blowing Bubbles," so the first part of that sentence, Hamflett, made Wilbourn think that the guy was.
I'm confused.
But no, she's basically, presumably, after successfully giving head to this guy, what happens after that, and just blow up bubbles.
But in order to, let's be honest, get his joke off and then get off,
Yeah.
hopefully really confuses things, doesn't it? 'Cause and in the event it's not,
Yeah.
you're spunk.
Yeah.
Then what? You still want to see a blowing bubbles?
I'll take a spunk bubble, but I'd prefer it to be my own.
Yeah, hopefully.
It could be you. The big hand coming out of the sky.
See,
Well, if it's just one of those things that you get to entertain the kids for a bit, the actual the bubbles, the wand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's even better after a blowjob and a cum shot, isn't it?
Oh, he's jizzed into the bottle and then.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
You ever played West Ham on FC26?
No.
When the game kicks off, it's all bubbles.
Oh, yeah,
that's
For real.
class.
Nice touch, that, innit? Like that. Not cum one.
Just to
Well, how do you
clarify.
Well, it's a
How
good
do
point,
you
yes.
know?
It's good, just a game, innit?
Have
Yeah.
you ever been to, the Olympic Stadium?
I haven't, Could just reek of jizz, couldn't it?
I've been to Upton Park a few times.
Yeah? What were them bubbles? Like,
I'm 99% certain
Soap?
they were soap bubbles, not jizz. But I'll be fair, I didn't actually do the proper research.
check, did you? Let us know, West Ham fans, in the comments. The bubbles
Bubbles
spunk
at
or what?
the spunk. Oh.
Come on, you hammers. Is that another clue?
Potentially,
into this
potentially.
investigation that we've launched on the bubbles spunk.
The Wilbourn investigates.
Now I'm thinking of,
Because Arsenal and the Gooners, obviously.
Yeah.
they could be the cummers.
Julian Dix, he was a player for them, wasn't he?
That's what I'm trying to think of players as well.
Paolo Duankio?
No, terrible.
Okay.
Did he ever play for Fapoli in Serie A?
If I don't get one,
Mark Noble?
I like that. I do like that. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Lucas Jacketa.
Very nice.
There, I've done it. I'm done now.
And
Go
we're going
for
to have one more comment here from Alex. So, this was already making it into the Fave 5 until the concluding sentence that you get at the end of this. So stick with me on this, okay? Alex writes, I could write a dissertation-length post on all the parts of her that make me rock hard. Really underrated udders.
Based on the last bit, I don't think he could do those dissertations.
No,
If it,
10,000 words.
yeah, let's really put
That
to
is
the
a long,
If you're
long,
knocking out udders in your tweet, I
long-
think like that.
That's a lot of words as well.
Yeah.
You always forget how many words that is. Nice arse, nice tits. That's
four.
Do Do you include the citations or no? Is that not counted to your word count? Citation. Anyway, that's this week's Gooner comment of the week. Back to Raw, and like you say, off the back of Oba Femi, they're promoting next week. Brock Lesnar's going to appear, Roman's going to appear, the battle of the El Grande Americanos, and AJ Lee and Bayley for the women's IC title.
Are you all right with that not making it to Mania? The El Grande Americano derby?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, still can.
Stepped up with the old masks.
That'll be for Gotta keep something for the dead, man.
Me too.
I'm doing the work down there.
Because they've got is that this weekend, the 4-way, the Raider Reyes show that they've got?
With Dom and
Santos Escobar.
Yeah. Is it this weekend?
I believe so.
Maybe then, and then the Raw one is the last payoff.
Raider Reyes. March 14th.
Is that Sunday?
Saturday. Or Friday, maybe. Saturday. Chesterfield, Notts County.
You'll probably watch that live, won't you, that one? And then that'll be you all full up of wrestling that weekend.
Yeah, we've got a Revolution review on Monday. Looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Inspiration might be on it.
There it is.
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
It's the main event time, yes.
It is indeed. Out comes CM Punk. Gets a great reaction. He wasn't expecting that, really. He says, thought some of you might be mad with what I said last week. One thing he said was categorized by some people as disrespectful. But he knew Roman Reigns never respected him. But Punk is going to force him to respect the position he held. Championships were made to find out who the best were, the best go on to defend their championships. And this title he's holding was created because Roman Reigns shunned his championship responsibilities and refused to defend his title. But Punk says, I defend mine. I defend this title because I'm proud of it. You deserve a fighting champion. And when I defend this title, I level it up. I level up the competition. If you stand in a ring across from CM Punk, you have to level up physically and damn sure verbally, because if you don't, I will leave you dumbfounded and
Watches he's won.
slack-jawed like I left Roman Reigns last week. I level this place up. But unfortunately, this has been on my mind since last week. Unfortunately, last week I lowered myself to Roman Reigns' level. And out comes Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Jay is fizzing. Can't stop moving in the ring, just pacing back and forth. And he says, hey, Punk, we need you to apologise right now. Apologise right now, Us. Punk says, why is Roman still sending his cousins out here to do his heavy lifting? Jay's like, he didn't send nobody out here to do nothing, he says. I came out here my damn self. You better apologise right now, Punk. Jimmy I really liked here. He didn't move. He just stood still and just didn't take his eyes off Punk. And then just slowly raised the mic to his lips and said, look, this has got absolutely nothing to do with Roman Reigns, but everything to do with respect. It's the exact reason why we're standing out here tonight in the middle of this ring face to face. You know what, Phil? I've got a lot of respect for you. I really do. I've got so much respect for you because of the kind of character you are, brother. You say what's on your mind. You speak from the heart. If there's an obstacle in front of you, you don't go running from it, go under it, over it. You go right through it, and I respect that. And you call yourself the voice of the voiceless. You know what? You can talk trash about Roman all you want to, but what you did last week was disrespect our late uncle who has no voice. So apologise. And Punk says, you're right. I mean, brother's coming in a little bit hot, but you're right. Seeker doesn't have a voice. I'm not spiritual, but we're friends, and I know you are. You think he can hear me? Well, I hope he hears this. I hope you're listening, because we're friends, and your entire family and me go back a long way, longer than most people realise. I respect Seeker. I didn't know him as well as I knew his brother, Affa. When I lived in Philadelphia, I'd drive to Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I'm not saying I work for free, because Affa was always generous, giving me gas money or a plate of food or a roof under my head when I needed it. I was paid in knowledge, sitting under the Wild Samoans learning tree. I damn near babysat Lance whilst the show was going on. It was a thrill for young me to sit in the back of the pickup truck with the legendary Samu and have him drop knowledge on me. I respect everybody in your family, and everybody in your family has shown me nothing but respect, except for that one son of a bitch. Now, if you think Seeker heard that, and you believe he can see, and if you can believe he can see, I think he sees exactly what I see. And that is what a lying, conniving, backstabbing, manipulative, gaslighting, egotistical, narcissistic, plastic politician his son Roman Reigns is. Jay's still mad. He says, he still doesn't get it. This isn't about Roman Reigns. We need you to say, I'm sorry. Crowd chant for it. Punk says, I'm sorry. Slaps hands with Jimmy. I'm sorry. Slaps hands with Jay. I'm sorry. Roman Reigns treated the two of you and the rest of his family.
I'm sorry. I love you.
I'm sorry, Roman Reigns treated the two of you and the rest of his family in the bloodline like garbage for years and never once came out here publicly to apologise for the way he treated his family. I'm sorry that Roman Reigns disrespected one of my mentors, the great American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the father of my friend Cody, when he called him irrelevant. And he's somehow not on the hook to apologise, but I am. I'm sorry, Usos. I'm sorry that Roman Reigns has tricked you and the rest of this Samoan family of yours and all these people and everybody watching around the world that he gives a single damn about any of you or any of this. Because if he did, if he cared about you or the people or me or this company or this business, I'd be standing in the ring talking to him right now instead of his young boys. He pushes the mic into Jay's chest. Jay shoves him back. And then Jimmy just clocks
Crunch.
CM Punk. The Usos leave. What an ending.
Yeah! You think you're special? It's the Usos apparently versus CM Punk. Now I'll take that. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. There was a mythology when Jerry Jarrett passed around the plaque that he had in his office.
Personal issues draw money.
Personal issues draw money. It got stolen by the ball knowers because they were like, hatred, 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 hatred. The fans in attendance here were chanting, say you're sorry. It is still a personal issue, even if the issue is to like apologise or to make amends rather than simply to fight. The audience didn't necessarily want conflict between the Usos and CM Punk, and then CM Punk articulated and illustrated exactly why Roman Reigns is the cause of so much conflict, like past, present, and future in the Usos' lives, with his truth, which is the strength in any great sort of like battle that relies more on the promos and the back and forths, is that the wrestlers in question have to believe their version of the truth and like believe it with all their chest, which is what CM Punk did here, which is what Roman Reigns will do in any kind of response that he has, which is ultimately what the Usos did in their, like, not blowing it all off, but saying, you don't get it. You are saying all these things. We're not even fully disagreeing with all of them, but you don't get what you've done here. And that's very CM Punk to not get what you've done here. And like for a change, the Usos actually being kind of above something rather than just going along with it, to the point where the escalation of violence, just the right amount of violence as well. Nothing that felt like it was over the top, or you're not swinging steel chairs. You're watching a friendship decay. And CM Punk can even argue, well, look, this is yet again Roman Reigns, the puppet master. Look what he's now doing here as a result of everything that I'm saying to be true about Roman Reigns. It's, you know, they really, WWE very wisely, creatively mortgaged so much on the bloodline when they did, because when you even just peel it back a little bit, and Jey Uso was doing his bloodline act, and you could see he was back in that moment again of being stressed and conflicted and all that. It worked so well last time, and you can't do it all the time. And I think we saw the piss get taken a little bit with, like, you know, like the multiple tag matches and the Vision beating down Roman Reigns or whatever. But when it comes to stuff that really matters, you absolutely can pick at that scabs. You're kind of doing it a bit with Sami Zayn over on SmackDown as well. No, I thought this was just sublime stuff. I wish we'd called it. I wish we'd got even close to this about the Usos taking offense as well, and this thing about it needing to be addressed between them before we can even get back to Roman Reigns. Like, Punk has somebody to answer for. I thought they're like, it almost didn't matter because it was all so well delivered, but it's just nice when you get a really cool line in there, and the idea that Seeker doesn't have a voice, Mr. Voice of the Voiceless, like really picked at why Punk was wrong. And bear in mind, this started with Punk trying to apologise without apologising. He wasn't walking it back, but he was given the opportunity to illustrate, I shouldn't have said it because here's what your family means to me, but Roman Reigns is the reason why I said it. So there's his like rationalising of something that was like over the line ultimately. Like, I thought this was obviously really thought about, to the point where when they're planning this backstage, if one of the characters says, yeah, but why would we think that? Don't we have to have this stance? And then we go, good point. Yeah, well, I'll walk that bit back again. Nothing felt like it was thrown into the mix that suddenly made the whole thing illogical, and I really admired that as well, and very well performed.
I thought this added a huge amount of depth to the Roman Punk program, which I've been pretty low on because it just felt like edgelord nonsense. I I wasn't aware of the extent to which CM Punk had a background with the family.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really clever to bring that up. As a whole,
Or he met him once and he just worked it. You know, like, and that's the business. That, you know, like that.
It's
Yeah.
the business. It's the business. A mention of Allentown, Pennsylvania was creepy, but never mind all that.
Aye.
This is the least cartoonish Jey Uso has felt in about 2 years. It made you remember all over again. Oh, that's why he was an effective character that people actually gravitated towards. So that was quite striking, actually. It brought into focus just how much, in my opinion, things have declined since that WWE boom of a couple of years ago. God, it feels great to talk about that in retrospect.
I like talking about it in retrospect.
I know. Do you like 2023, mate?
Loved it, mate.
Good stuff, mate.
Best days. Best days.
Good stuff, mate.
Imagine February 2020, but over a whole year. 1 month, but 12 of them.
Kind of got that. Because I got longer. The pandemic was good. 2021 was good. You know?
I got long.
This is a really good segment of television, this.
Yeah.
Really good segment of television. Jay can overdo it at times.
Yeah. His head and tapping pace and that.
Yeah.
But Jimmy was quite a funny contrast.
I liked it,
the stoic one until he had
This
to act.
is so much stronger than last week. So much stronger.
Oh, you didn't like last week's,
I
did
thought
you?
it was absolutely bobbins, mate.
We liked it. didn't we?
Yeah.
But the last line makes sense now.
Mhm.
I don't think this is going to be a full-scale heel bloodline reunion. I don't think they want to give away the eating for how little they're going to get Roman. Still funny to think about. It blows my mind that Levesque's still in charge and how he has been for like nearly 3 years and just the timeline of everything. It's just funny if we have reached the new old order back together. Part of that trajectory as a booker. I don't know.
Well, I think the little mini payoff within this is going to be quite rewarding because is Roman in next week?
Yep.
So I think he's probably, you're going to see him, you know, it'll be invisible camera stuff, but he'll do like the, like, thanks for having my back last week. And they're just like,
They're going to be like,
we didn't have yours. And like, maybe Punk was right because now we've just lost like another friend over your business. And they kind of just leave him to himself. And he has to sit alone and look around and be like, do I have my family? You know, like it's like, and Punk's created this, so Roman's going to lash out on CM Punk for like stirring that up. Well, in his mind, stirring that up and stuff. And could be some nice further development there.
one more thing as well, because I don't, and I'll permit myself this. I would say I do this once every 2 months. Maybe I do it more often. If so, call me out on it. I try not to record podcasts or have takes or write articles like in response to what other people I shouldn't care about think, you know? I used to do it all the time. I try not to do that anymore. I was curious to learn, however, that apparently there were, what's that word again? What's that expression? Plot holes in the Bloodline saga all along, and it was cool that CM Punk eventually pointed them out. Because when I was pointing them out 3 years ago, I wasn't very popular. I didn't think they existed, but apparently they did.
Which ones?
Just the whole idea, like Roman had never apologized, like outwardly or whatever, which Punk had pointed out that he'd never done. Was a bit hurried, wasn't it? The reunion,
Yeah.
acknowledging in a taped Saudi show and all the rest of it, or a tape show ahead of Saudi.
Just before the Netflix debut, the tape Jeep was when I knew the dream was over.
Yeah.
Like, you do not stick that on tape. I do
Yes.
not want to watch that for the first time on somebody's mobile phone. Are you kidding me? Like the
Anyway, no, really strong segment there. Punk has got this irritating way of making even Jey Uso look like he's worth a damn. It's a magic power.
not always in matches. Sometimes you have to kick him in the head to remind him how to work.
Yeah. It's still one of the funniest botches I've ever seen in my life. It feels like it takes 4 years for him to slump.
Well, let us know your thoughts on Raw in the comment section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there, you can follow all four of us. Sort of, you can follow Michael Hamflett at
Hamflettx@gmail.com. I'm also on Cameo.
Follow Michael Sidgwick at
Sidgwick's cool.
You can follow our brilliant producer Adam Nicholas at
It's Nicholas.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE, as I said. Make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from, for daily wrestling podcast, the NXT Vengeance Day review coming your way later on today. Oh, and if you've got a chance, join us for our live stream with those nerds over at What Culture Gaming.
They deserved a beating for a long time,
Yeah,
and I can't wait to administer it.
We're going to stuff them in lockers.
We'll be playing 2K a
I'll
little
play
bit
Chad
later.
today.
But that has been the Raw review.
Well, the Chad's at the office, if anything.
Yeah, anything.
Thanks to Hamflett, to Sidgwick, to Nicholas. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.